For your math lesson today, we are beginning Topic 7, Lesson 6, Count and Write Numerals. Our learning intention is, I can write a numeral to show how many objects are in the group. Let's get started. Our Solve and Share begins on page 305 in our Visions Volume 1 workbook. Our Solve and Share says, look at the oranges. Count to find how many in all, then write the number. Explain how you counted the oranges. There are a few different ways that we could count these oranges. You could count by ones and go through and count every single orange. But you could also count by fives or tens. If you count the row of oranges across, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can see that all of these rows are equal. So if I know that there are 5 in this first row here, then I could count and say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Another way that I could count is counting by tens. Since I know each row has 5, 2 of them would be 10. The next 2 rows would be 10. Then I just have 5 left over. So I would have 10, 10, 5. 10, 20, plus 5, 25. This is just a way to show that you can use different strategies and still get the same answer. Some of you may want to count by ones, which is fine. Some of you can count by fives, or even tens. But we should all get the same answer of 25 oranges. Now let's watch our animated video to help us follow along the top of our workbook page 306.
How many stickers are shown? What is the best way to count this many stickers?
Let's find out.
How are the stickers arranged? The stickers are arranged in rows of 10 with just one sticker in the bottom row. How can you count the stickers? You can count by ones. Why is 40 the next number after 39? There is one more, so there are 10 ones. You show this by writing a 4 for the tens digit and a 0 for the ones digit. Which number that you count tells how many stickers there are in all?
Select your answer.
There are 41 stickers in all.
"41" tells how many stickers in all because it is the last number that you count. There are 41 stickers. You can also count by tens. You can count 10, 20, 30, 40. Are there 40 stickers in all?
Select your answer.
Are there 40 stickers in all? We see 10, 20, 30, 40, but there's this one extra here. There are 41. So there are not 40 stickers in all. No.
No, there is one sticker left. You add the one left to get 41 stickers. The top 4 rows are being counted by tens, and then the star in the bottom row is counted by ones. The numbers 10, 20, 30, and 40 on the stars in the top 4 rows show counting by tens. Why does the number in the tens digit go up by 1 and the number in the ones digit stay a 0? Each row adds one more group of 10. The number 41 in the bottom row shows counting by ones. Why does the number in the ones digit go up by 1 and the number in the tens digit stay the same? The ones digit goes up by 1 and the tens digit stays the same because only one star has been added. Now you know how to count and write numerals.
Now let's look at our guided practice together, still on page 306. Our guided practice says, count the objects any way you choose. Then write how many in all. The key words are any way you choose. When I am counting, I prefer to count by tens. Now you get to choose the way you can count, but counting by ones may take you a lot longer. I will show you how we can count by tens to help us count a little bit faster. First, I am going to count the row going across to see how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I see that all of these rows are exactly the same. That means there are 10, 10, 10, and 10 going all the way down. So this would be 10, 20, 30, 40. Then I need to count the extras. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. There are 46 balls in number 1. For number 2, I could use the same method. Count how many are in the row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This shows me there are 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. There are 28 rabbits. And again, not everyone may count the same way, and that's perfectly fine. As long as we all get the same answers, then you can count whichever way you prefer. You can also count how I did 10, 20, and then count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You would just have to remember to add the 20 and the 8 together to then get 28. Let's look at our independent practice, and you can choose how you would like to count all of the objects. For your independent practice on page 307, For numbers 3 and 4, the directions say to count the objects, then write how many in all. For number 3 and number 4, it wants you to count the total number of objects, then write the answer in the blank. Now you may choose whichever method you would like to use to count. I would recommend counting how many are in the row and then adding by that number. So for example, there are 3, 6, 9, 10. There are 10 socks in each row. I could go through each row counting by tens, then adding my ones to find my answer. Those are your directions for number 3 and number 4. Count the total number of objects and then write it in the blank. Now for numbers 5 through 7, our directions are a little bit different. It says, use place value blocks to count the tens and ones. Then write how many in all. When using the place value blocks, tens are these tall set of blocks here. Each one of these columns has 10 in it. The ones blocks stand alone by themselves. Let's do number 5 together. We first begin by counting the tens. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 tens. So where it says blank tens, we are going to write the number 11 because we are just counting the tens blocks. There are 11 tens blocks. Then there is only one of the ones blocks. So we are going to write 1 ones. Now we want to know how many blocks are there total. When we say 11 tens, that means we counted by tens 11 times. It would show 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. Then we have to add one more. 110 plus 1 would give us 111. For number 6 and 7, it wants you to follow the same pattern. First count how many tens blocks there are. Write that number in the blank. Then count how many ones blocks there are. Write that number in the blank. Then you will add the total number of all of the blocks to find how many in all. Remember that you will need to pause the video as you are working through your set of problems. If you need an example, you can use number 5 to see how we counted the number of tens, the number of ones, and then found how many blocks were in all. For the last page of our worksheet today, we will be working on page 308, Problem Solving. Our directions tell us to solve the problems below. Number 8 begins by saying, reasoning. Daniel finds 3 boxes of teddy bears and 4 more teddy bears. Each box holds 10 teddy bears. How many teddy bears did Daniel find? It then wants us to write our answer below. Daniel found blank teddy bears. It's important to remember that each box has 10 bears in it. Then you have your extras. You will need to add together all of the bears to find the total number and write it in the blank for number 8. Number 9 says, reasoning. Kim has 8 boxes and 6 more party hats. There are 10 hats in each box. How many party hats does Kim have? Then write your answer below. Kim has blank party hats. Just like you did at number 8, you will need to add together the total number of hats to find your answer. Remember that each box has 10 hats. You will need to add together the total number in the boxes plus the hats that remain outside of the box. Then you will write your answer in the blank for number 9. And please remember, you can pause the video at any time if I am going too fast. Number 10 says higher order thinking. Write the number of objects you see. Tell how you counted them. You will need to go through and count the total number of markers. Then you will write your answer in the blank. You can then write if you counted by 1s, 2s, or 10s. I could write this by saying, if I said there were 20 markers, I could write 20, comma, I counted by, I could say 2s. So when you write your answer, you can write it like this. You can say your answer, comma, I counted by, then I'd write a 2 with a little s next to it, say 2s. But you will need to count the number of markers and then tell me, how did you find that out? And for our last problem, number 11, it says assessment practice. How many strawberries are shown? You will need to count the total number of strawberries and fill in your answer choice for number 11. Once you have completed answering the rest of your problems, you are all done with your math lesson for today. We have one more math lesson before we begin our review. If you have any questions about anything we have learned in Topic 7, please let me know so that I am able to help you. Again, if you have any questions, please let me know. And I'll see you later.